Hey, it's Coach King again. We're doing part 2 of Inside 1-2. The first part that you just looked at should be the breakdown. It's the breakdown of the footwork and how it works. If you guys remember, I'm down in triple threat. I go to the right with my left, 1-2. If I go to the left, I go with my right. I move the ball first, 1-2. Okay. Now what we're going to do is my favorite drill for practicing this, and I think it's a good overall footwork drill. It's called which foot can I move? So I'm going to get in a triple threat stance down here. I'm going to go 1 pound, okay, reverse pivot. So I turn 180 degrees, I front pivot, and I turn 180 degrees back. Now, which foot can I move? I can move my right. It was the last one down. Okay, so we just take a look at this real quick with one dribble. I go to the right, left, right. I can move my right foot. It's the last one down. Reverse pivot, front pivot. Then I move my right. What foot can I move? I move my right, 1-2, reverse pivot, reverse pivot. This is what it looks like with one dribble up the floor. So now with the progression, we add 2 dribbles, okay? So this is what it looks like with 2 dribbles. It's a little harder. And remember, you don't want to do this until you can do that 1-2 breakdown like we did in the basement with the chair.
3.
That's 2 dribbles. The last one, it's the hardest one, is 3 dribbles. Okay, so now after you've mastered the which foot can I move drill, the next thing we want to do is obviously we want to score, or we want to be able to pass to a teammate so they can score. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you some scoring moves out of these pivots because you stopped the way you stopped. So if you think about like a power hop, a pro hop, an air dribble, which we'll talk about later, if I were to air dribble or pro hop or power hop, I have no pivot foot. When I land on a jump off a dribble, I cannot step again. It's a travel. So the advantages of stopping 1-2 gives you pivots to get yourself out of trouble, into a pass, or to score a basket. So I have buckets out here. All my cones are at the gym I use. So I got buckets out of the basement. You could take a pair of sweatpants and drop them down and use them as an obstacle if you want, or a chair. So I'm gonna get in triple threat. I'm gonna go 1 pound to my right with my left, 1-2. Now I can use my reverse pivot. Boom. Now I could pass from here, or I can front pivot back and I can get a shot. All right, that's one thing that you can practice. So it would look like this: triple threat, 1-2, reverse, pass fake, come back, get a shot. Okay. The next thing I could do is do that same thing with the shot fake up and under. So, well, we'll do the shot fake up and under first so you can see what that looks like. And again, this is only if you can get the 3 dribbles or the 2 dribbles. If you're just still working on one, I wouldn't fool with this yet. Get the footwork right. So I go to the right with my left, 1-2. I give a shot fake. The defender comes out of his stance. I'm gonna rip underneath him. It's just a little up and under for a guard. I'm gonna jump off of 2 feet. I'm gonna shoot with my left, clear out with my right, and score. So I just get here. I go 1-2, shot fake underneath, little bucket, and then we can add the reverse pivot. So I go 1-2, reverse pivot, pass fake, shot fake, underneath, get the bucket, okay? These are things that you can do to kind of break down your scoring moves, and they can be from anywhere. It doesn't have to be above the elbow, okay?
3.
Now you can see that we've moved the buckets onto the other side of the floor, and basically what we're gonna do is just something out of a penetrating pitch offense. You know, Boardman, you guys run that Boston. You know, this is footwork that you're gonna use in your Boston. Poland used to run a dribble drive. So again, same concept. But even if you're not running a dribble drive offense, this is still something that every good player should be able to do, okay? So the drill's basically gonna look like this. I'm gonna go and throw a pass to myself, and in a dribble drive offense, on the receiving end of the pass, we wanna switch our feet so we can double the size of our real estate on penetration. So you're gonna see me doing that, and I'll talk about that in a later video. But what we really wanna focus on is the 1-2 stop, okay? I'll give you an alternate for this if you don't run dribble drive, okay? If you're one of the kids that I train where you're not running dribble drive, and you can work on your ball handling a little bit. Then when we get past this bucket, which is a little bit outside of the midline of the floor, I'm gonna stop inside 1-2, up and under, and finish, okay? So the drill looks a little like this. I'm gonna spin it out, switch my feet. Now I'm ready to double the size of my real estate and penetrate into the paint. And I go 1-2, I stop left, right. First thing I'm looking for is the shot. Then I'm gonna get that pivot underneath and finish with the up and under. You could add the reverse pivot to this too, just like we did on the other side. So we spin out, switch our feet, 1, 2, show it, step underneath. These are all things that you can do when you're playing, okay? Now I told you I'd give you an alternative. If you don't run dribble drive and you're not getting it off the catch, work on your ball handling. So you're out here on the perimeter, you could do any of the things that we were doing on day 1 yesterday with our stationary ball handling. You could go side to side, behind, and then drive. You could do a scissors and drive. Any of those things would be fine, okay? Or you could even back up, dribble with your outside hand, get to your chair or your cone or your bucket or your rock or whatever you're gonna use as an obstacle, make your change of direction, get hard in here, and then use your finish move. So I'll use the dribble up and then get the finish. So I just dribble up, change direction, show it, step underneath, bang it off the window. I hope you could take this and use it, put it into your workout some way, shape, or form, and get some shots with it if you have the luxury of having a basket. If you don't have a basket, you can do all of this stuff with pivots and start over. As stupid as that sounds, you could dribble in, do your move, stop 1-2, pivot, 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 and then start over. Anytime you're working on your footwork and your ball handling, you're gonna be a better player. So we see you tomorrow, okay?